One of the vocation influences I had was the young parochial vicar in our parish at the time. Father Juan would come at 11 at night and he would stay with us for an hour or two. Now I knew, because he's parochial vicar, he had morning mass, but he came every night for 8 days. He came every night and spent time with us. And the day she died in 2008 was a Sunday. She died during the middle of the night. I was privileged to be able to hold her as her life on this earth ended. And at 7 in the morning, there was a knock on our door, and it's Father Juan. And he said, "Hi, I just thought you might like Mass in your home today." Gosh, because I said to my family, who had awakened, and Jackie's parents, who called the priest? And none of them had. He came on his own to our house that morning at 7 a.m., knowing he had a morning Mass a little bit later that morning. And I thought, boy, much like those young Marines I'd seen earlier in my life, I want to be around men like that. Coincidentally, after she had died, my boss did one of the kindest things in retrospect, but at the time I didn't understand. 2 months after she died, he sends me on an expat assignment to live in Holland. And in the quiet of that small apartment, and in the solitude, the involuntary solitude of my wife's passing, I had a time to reflect on, well, what do I really do now, and how do I help best? I wanted to do something more direct, more hands-on, if you will. I contact Father Caleb Vogel, who was then the vocations director for the Diocese of Boise, and we meet, and I share my story with him, and I share my interest and tell him how I came to that decision point of inquiring about entering studies towards chaplaincy or priesthood. And a long story made very short is roughly 2 months later, I entered Mount Angel Seminary as a seminarian. And I can't say enough in gratitude to the people of the diocese who allow us to be students at Mount Angel and fund our education and fund our ability to commit a period of life to study to become a priest. It's just impossible without the generosity of our parishioners. It's impossible. And not a day goes by where we, the seminarians, don't think on that, don't think about that.